Laughing man, what is up, my brother? What is up? You're first? Yes, you're always lucky. You're always first one. You're usually the first one here. All right, what's up, my brother? What is up? All right, I might as well start. Yeah, might as well start tonight. How are you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. It's jazz. I was playing jazz. Come on. All right? I was playing jazz. I don't know why you're talking about that's corny. I was a jazz, neo soul. It was like instrumental. I don't think it was that bad. And plus, it's copyright free. All right? That's the thing. I can't play copyrighted songs. YouTube is annoying. Yeah. All right. So before I get started, Steve, what is up, my brother? What is up? God, your 91-year-old liberal mother. Dang, it's all good. That's gotta be tough on you. That's gotta be tough on you. Okay, so I wanted to before we start, I wanted to give you guys an announcement. Right, you guys known this for a little bit. Today, I'm gonna be flying. Right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be flying. To go to Vietnam. Okay, so I'm gonna be going on my trip today. So I don't know when I'll be. I don't know how. Big bars. What is up, my brother? What is up? I don't know. So give me a like. I don't know if Monday's gonna be a a clean stream or not. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. I don't know how streaming will be. So it will probably be a few days, few weeks. I'll get in the hang of it to see how streaming will go. I don't know if it will be like regular streams now. So we'll see. So forgive me if it's gonna be about 2 months, right? I'm gonna be on vacation for 2 months. I'm still gonna do videos, still gonna do some live streams. I don't know if it's gonna be the right time zone. So it's gonna be all over the place, right? It's gonna be all over the place since it's gonna be a different time zone, different day, whatever. Okay. So if things are a little wacky, please forgive me for that. Right? Please forgive me for that. But yeah, I'll be going. Today is Saturday. My flight won't be 11 o'clock. Right? JFK. My flight is 11 o'clock at JFK. So, yeah, that's gonna be something, right? 11 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I gotta stay up. I gotta get on the bus, right? Get on the bus at 5, right? About 5 or 6, and then the bus will take me to JFK about 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna be at the airport for like, 2 hours waiting for the plane. So that's gonna be fun, right? That's gonna be fun. Besides that, I think that's it. Okay, so like I said, I want to miss you guys, right? So if I can't do regular streaming, I'm gonna miss you guys, right? Again, I'll try my best to do some some streaming, going around the city. So that'll be a little bit different, but we'll see how things go. Okay, it's gonna be on the fly, right? A lot of the videos, a lot of the things are gonna be on the fly. So I'm gonna figure things out while I'm there. We'll see how it goes. It'll be different, right? So, that's a little bit of change is not a bad thing, right? A little bit of in between change for about 2 months. It'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. But so since we will have a bit of change, let's do some regular, right? Let's do some regular reaction videos. Let's do some regular reaction videos. All right. It's gonna be fun. Right? It's gonna be interesting to do a bit of changes, right? To have some change. Hope you guys enjoy it, right? I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing in Vietnam, so hopefully you guys like it. But yeah. Let's get started. Let's get started. Let's get started with some TikTok reaction videos. Now, tonight, I don't know if I'm gonna go for as long as usual. I'll probably end stream a bit early, just so I can get other things ready. Maybe get in a little bit of sleep. I don't know, because I gotta wake up pretty early. All right, so yeah, I may get in a little bit of sleep, but we'll see. Right, we'll see. But yeah, I probably won't. The stream probably won't be on as long. Maybe an hour, hour and a half or so. So, but yeah, please, when I'm gone, still check out my videos. All right, please check out my regular scheduled videos. All right, so let's get started. All right, let's get started. Let's check these out.
I love my husband, but I wish that I never married him. I'm Sammy, and I'm currently deconstructing from religion, and I'm questioning every single thing about my life. And the fact that I got married at 18 years old and have 8 children that I'm taking care of is not a choice that I would make now that I understand that God is not real and eternal happiness is not on the table. How am I supposed to move forward, and how am I supposed to feel peace with these choices that I feel I would not have made if I was properly informed about life? How do you reconcile that? Please let me know if you have, because I love my husband.
I wanted to. This probably be a short reaction, but I wanted to talk about this because this is why I question women's intelligence. Right? She said at 18. At 18. Now here's my thing. My daughter at 13. My daughter at 13 understands accountability at 13. I understood accountability at 13. Now, I wasn't maybe I probably didn't care, but I understood it. What is it? Laughing Man, just curious, DA, what part are you from? All your parents? Well, my parents are from different parts, right? My dad is from the north. My mom is from the south of Vietnam. So, yeah, they're both, from different parts of Vietnam. My mom and dad got to know each other in America, so they didn't know each other in Vietnam. I don't know. You could say if you want. It's up to you. Yeah, no, it's all good. Jeremiah, what is up, my brother? What is up? So this is a thing where we have to understand. At the end of the day, here's a woman that blames everyone else but herself. Blames religion. Blames lack of education. Right? Lack of education. Okay. It's just, this is the lack of accountability from women. Lack of honestly true intelligence. And you don't have to get a degree to actually be intelligent, to actually have some common sense. But let's break this thing down.
I love my husband, but I wish that I never married him.
So you love a man that you wish you never married. Makes sense. Makes absolute sense. I love someone so much, I wish I never married them. That's so smart. That's top level intelligence right there. I love someone so much, God, I wish I never married them. I just like, where's the logic in that? Is it actually love then? Or is just, or are you just, he's just convenient for you? There is no love right there. Literally. How can you love someone, yet on the same token, say you wish you never married them? That don't make sense.
I'm Sammy, and I'm currently deconstructing from religion, and I'm questioning every single thing about my life.
This is why, here's this woman is honestly subpar stupid. Okay? Because this is like angry. So she is dejected. She is rejecting religion. Okay, fine. That's cool. But here's my thing. Did you love your man because of religion? Right? Did you love your man because of religion? Girl math. Isaiah, what is up, my brother? Did you love him because of religion? That doesn't make sense. Okay? Is all the things about him, the only thing you love him what? Because he's religious? That's why? You love him because of religion? Now, if you can marry him because of religion, okay, but still, by sensibility, by logic, if you love someone, depending on the degree, you would logically, follow the path of marriage. So you don't have to be religious to eventually get married with the person you love. So do you actually love your husband to that degree? Or did you love him, but you just didn't want to marry him? Okay. That you feel like that love would probably die off eventually. So that really isn't that much love. And it's like, I question this woman because she's basing everything she just said off of the fact that she's no longer religious. But in my opinion, a lot of it doesn't make sense. Did you love your man because you're religious? Why? I've never heard of a person, because I'm religious, I'm loving this person. What? That don't make sense. Yes, marrying the person, but you got to also think, if you weren't religious at all, and you love this man, a lot of times, not all the time, maybe you're not even heard, but it wouldn't be surprising that if you love this one man so much, it could probably lead to marriage still. So, did you love him because of religion? I don't understand that. Okay? Because she gotta look at it. She gotta deconstruct it. So, would you have left this man if you weren't religious? I mean, did you really love this man? I don't think so.
And the fact that I got married at 18 years old and have 8 children that I'm taking care of.
Let me say this too. Okay. At no one, and I'm pretty sure, okay, no one forced her at 18 to marry a man. What she probably did, if she was religious, is probably because she wanted to have sex with this man. She probably will have sex with this man. So either she wanted to have sex with this man or she had sex with this man, had a kid, and she probably just get married. Okay. But in reality, you got to think, because I'm trying to break this down logically. You love this man. So you married this man. Period. Okay. That would follow. But did you think that, okay, because you wanted to be your stereotypical modern day women. Even if you love this man, you wanted to what? Live it up in college? Is that what you want, right? You want to be the typical modern day women. She didn't want to marry this man. She wanted to have sex, have fun with this man, love this man, and then, you know what? Probably leave him when she was 18. Jeremiah, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Giving so many, thank you. Thank you for gifting membership. Because I'm just thinking about, okay, I cannot understand that. What does she want? She wants the life that she sees from social media. That's probably the thing. She wants to see that, oh, you know what? When I was 18, I wanted to live life like all these other people, right? These people you see online. But what kind of life do you think they're living? Not being tied down and just working and being with multiple men. Great. That's a beautiful life. So the opposite life you think you'll live is what? This is the thing with a lot of these women don't really understand, don't really think it through. So you didn't want to get married at 18. You probably didn't want this man because it doesn't seem like you love him that much because you didn't want to marry him. And you didn't want kids. Okay, cool. But what is the alternative? What's the alternative? At 18, you wanted to what? Because to be honest, looking at her, I don't think that, her living it up, right? At 18, right? In her 20s, like living it up, right? Focus on her careers, being in the streets. And then in her later years, now wanting a man, now wanting a husband, now wanting a family, I think she wouldn't have that kind of success in wanting a husband and wanting a family. Women like this gotta actually put some thought into their, you know, their thought process. Because what would be an alternative? Because in my honest opinion, I don't think that at this age, if she never had marriage, kids, at this age, she wouldn't have accomplished the marriage and kids, in my opinion. At least not easily, or at least not, it wouldn't have been a successful endeavor, or like a highly successful endeavor.
Is not a choice that I would make now that I understand that God is not real and eternal happiness is not on the table. How?
It's like funny. Eternal happiness is what? The death? You want to get in heaven. But what does that have to do? What does that have to do, right? With you getting married and having kids. Okay. Now, the God, maybe the part where, be fruitful, has genes found. Okay, I get it. I don't think she thought it through. She didn't. She's not thinking it through. Okay. But women like this is poisoned by social media. Okay. She sees on social media all these women, right? Living it up, focusing on their career, not focusing on a man. I don't need no man. I'm strong, independent. I don't need no man. Right? I don't need to have kids. I don't need this. That's what this type of woman wants. And then when you see those women live those lives, they're complaining about no man is approaching them. They're complaining that there's no quality men out there. They're complaining that there's no good enough men out there. They're complaining about 50-50 dates. They're complaining about coffee dates. Right? Those types of women are complaining about not finding a man. While this woman is complaining about she has a man she doesn't want. And again, hard thing about, okay, so you didn't want kids. Right? I mean, you wanted eternal happiness, so you had kids? That's stupid. What is that? That doesn't make sense. That's shit for the death. Your happiness should be on earth right now. You're not happy with having your kids? You are a terrible mom. You're not happy being married to the man you supposedly love? You're a terrible wife. Here's a woman, right? This is why I said this. Men, do not be desperate. Don't be desperate for these shitty ass women. Women like this don't love you. They settling for you. Don't be the man a woman settles for. What will happen, right? She will get online, said she wished she never married you. She will get online, wish she never had her kids. Imagine being this bitch's husband and seeing this woman willingly, no gun to her head, willingly went online saying she wished she never married you. She wished she never married you. This terrible, shitty ass mother goes online saying she wished she never had you. She wished she never had you. I can't believe that. You know what? If I was her fucking husband, I would divorce her. You want to be single? Go for it. You wish you were never married? I'm going to give you that wish. You wish you weren't a mother? I'm going to give you that wish too. I'm going to take full custody of our kids. Because here's the thing. If a man can afford 8 kids, he can afford one without this bitch. He can afford one without this disgusting ass woman. Let her go live her life. Right? Go live her single life. Go ahead. You don't even have to say that you're a mother, because you can denounce that.
How am I supposed to move forward, and how am I supposed to feel peace with these choices that I feel I would not have made if I was properly informed about life? How do you reconcile that? Please let me know if you have, because I...
Also, 8 kids. 8 kids. You didn't want to stop. This is the problem I find with so many women. You didn't want to stop. Fine, you were 18. You didn't want to stop at the relationship, the engagement, the marriage. You didn't want to stop. You didn't want to stop at the first kid, second kid, third kid, fourth kid. 7th kid, 8th kid, right? You didn't want to stop during any of that time. Now, after the 8th kid and years of marriage, now you regret it. You are just a disgusting ass woman. You really are.
I love my husband, but I wish that I never married him. I'm Sammy, and I'm currently deconstructing from religion, and I am questioning every single thing about my life. And the fact that I got married at 18 years old and have 8 children that I'm taking care of is not a choice that I would make now that I understand that God is not real and eternal happiness is not on the table. How am I supposed to move forward, and how am I supposed to feel peace with these choices that I feel I would not have made if I was properly informed about life? How do you reconcile that? Please let me know if you have, because
These women are miserable. These women are miserable human beings. They are. I'm saying this, right? I think this is the result of feminism. Okay, the brainwashing, the delusion. Women are not happy. I've seen it, right? I've seen plenty of videos. They're not happy single. Okay? They're not happy dating. They're not happy in a relationship. They're not happy married. They're not happy childless. They're not happy with children. These women are not happy no matter what you give them. Okay? Women like this are not happy no matter what they get. Being single, being in a relationship, being married, being not married, having kids, not having kids. These women are unhappy no matter what happens to them. And then you wonder why. Right? You wonder why that depression is so high with women. Why so many women are on medication for depression. These women are absolutely unhappy. They're miserable human beings. 8 kids, damn. Another one of these women that want God to help them now that the God didn't help. I guess. Women like this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What up? What's up, English? These women are absolutely miserable human beings. All right, let's check out this video.
Random takes that I really don't care if you agree with me or not on. Okay. One, the reason that men think that you like them if you're nice to them is because they can't fathom being nice to somebody they don't like. I think most relationships fail now because everybody wants love to be easy or convenient. Love is not only a feeling, it's an action. It's choosing to care about somebody and consider somebody. So now everybody just wants love to be easy, and if it's inconvenient sometimes, people think you're not compatible. I'm a firm believer that we are who we hang around, so I made a video a few weeks ago saying that a man is who he is friends with, and all the men were in the comments like, oh my gosh, that's not true. Why would you be ashamed to be like the men you're friends with? If they were good men, wouldn't you want to be considered that you are similar to them? The only reason you would have been offended is if your friends are not good people. Because I made this in the regards that if a man is friends with men who are cheaters, essayers, misogynists, most likely they are too. If you're not though, and you enable it, that's just as bad. So you shouldn't be offended if I say that you're like your friends, if your friends are good people. This goes for men and women. I'm a firm believer that whatever somebody wants to believe about you, they will find evidence to prove that. So if somebody wants to think that you're a bad person, sometimes they will create a situation in which you should react the way they want you to, just to put you in the box they think that you're in. So a lot of times, people will only do things to you so that they can actually create the image they already have of you inside their head. Which is why, always act in character and don't ever stoop down, not to somebody's level, but to somebody's perception of you. You don't ever have to less yourself just so somebody can be correct about you. They already know that there are going to be men in the comments. I'm not attacking you guys. I'm stating my opinion. They don't have to apply to you. Thank you.
I mean, everyone has the right to their opinions. But let's dissect her opinion a bit, all right?
Random takes that I really don't care if you agree with me or not on, okay? One, the reason that men think that you like them if you're nice to them is because they can't fathom being nice to somebody they don't like.
Off the bat, she's stupid, right? At least her first take. That is wrong. That is wrong. It's because men rarely ever get treated nice. Men don't get treated nicely by anybody. So no, it's not because, what did she say?
Random takes that I really don't care if you agree with me or not on, okay? One, the reason that men think that you like them if you're nice to them is because they can't fathom being nice to somebody they don't like.
No, it's because no one. This is the thing where in a world where everyone perceives men as dangerous, as misogynistic, as just terrible, men try not to interact with nobody. Right? So it is fascinating for men if anyone's nice to them, if anyone cares. That's the thing. That's how, like, this is why a lot of these women are not empathetic or understanding. They don't understand men. They don't. Men don't get treated nice. They don't. Not in general. Okay. In general, men are not treated nice. They're not treated with care or love or anything. Not by strangers, especially. Okay, women are not coming up to men and treating them well and treating them nice. So they're surprised about that. And it's not because, they wouldn't treat people nice. No. Because they know that they're not allowed to go, to try anything with women, right? Or with anybody. But men, this is the thing where I think men try their best to be upstanding people, in my opinion. Okay, men open the doors for each other. Men do look out for each other. I do, but men have to be wary about it. Men have to be wary about, interacting with strangers, because at the end of the day, you would always expect that people already have a negative view of you, particularly women, right? Particularly women have a negative view of you, so you try your best not to interact with women. So it's not because men wouldn't be kind to people. That's absolutely utterly stupid.
I think most relationships fail now because everybody wants love to be easy or convenient. Love is not only a feeling, it's an action.
No, I don't think it's because people don't want it to be easy. I think love or relationship is failing because of delusional expectations. Okay. A lot of people think they deserve this when honestly they deserve this. Okay. A lot of people think that they are better than what they are. A lot of people don't want to give other people a chance. They don't. A lot of women, okay, they're becoming more superficial than ever before, in my opinion. Okay, it's not necessarily, people want things to be easy. No, because I think people know that love and relationships are not easy. Everyone knows that dating isn't easy, but dating shouldn't be impossible. Okay. Nowadays, right now, we're having women willingly go on dates with men they're not interested in at all. When you go on a date with a woman that's not even attracted to you, that's not even interested in you, now dating has become impossible, right? Dating has become exceedingly hard. Not because men expect it to be easy, okay? It's because, why is it so hard? It's because you're not going on a date with a woman that's interested in you, that's attracted to you, that actually wants to see you. No, you're going on a date with a woman that's not into you, that's not attracted to you, that will give you a chance to change her mind. That's how hard it is. Changing someone's mind that's not already into you, you have to go above and beyond. And even that is not a good thing. Okay? It's an uphill battle. That's the thing. Okay? And for women, right? For women, they think that, you know what? Men should go above and beyond for them. Right? Average men that they're not attracted to, should go above and beyond for them. Now, top tier men that they're actually attracted to, why aren't these men giving more effort? That's also something that these women are on about.
It's choosing to care about somebody and consider somebody. So now everybody just wants love to be easy, and if it's inconvenient, sometimes people think you're not compatible. I'm a firm believer that we are who we hang around, so I made a video a few weeks ago saying that a man is who he is friends with, and all the men were in the comments like...
Now, this, her third point, I agree but disagree, okay? What's up, my brother? Thank you for being here. Izumi. This is a thing where this is the problem, right? Love is never easy. And that's great, right? I think most people understand that. Most people understand that love isn't easy. It's not. The problem is, why is it so hard? That's the thing. Of course, it's not about easy, but why is it so impossible? Why is it so hard? That's the issue. Now, the thing about her talking about friends is that this is the thing where I think sometimes, now there's a degree, okay? Nobody's perfect, right? Someone who cheats, not the greatest thing, okay? But again, no one's perfect. No one's great. Now, a cheater shouldn't be your best friend, right? A person that cheats shouldn't be your best friend. But to be honest, I'm not saying that someone who cheats automatically, is a reflection on you. No. I just think that no one is perfect. You cannot go about world only going with someone that is, completely amazing or whatever. I've had Izumi. No, this is the first. I have a live stream every day, every other day, right? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Vietnam is going to be interesting. It's been like, I don't know, over maybe 20 years. It's been a long time, close to 20 years since I've been to Vietnam. So it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be different. But yeah, I do live stream often. All right. I do live stream often. This is the thing where, again, I don't necessarily expect my friends to have the same level of morality as me. Now, would I say that, someone who's a notorious cheater to be my best friend or even active friend? No. Okay. I think there is some nuance to it. Now, I don't think that you shouldn't be best friends or, active friends with, serial cheaters or, serial womenizers. But that's the thing where, I go about it that us as human beings, no one is all that holier than thou. Really? Sometimes I think that YouTube is shadow banning me, right? Sometimes I think YouTube is shadow banning me. Maybe not. Okay. I think I should be more, popular than I am now. But it is what it is, right? I hope 2026 things would be a little bit different, but we'll see.
Oh my gosh, that's not true. Why would you be ashamed to be like the men you're friends with? If they were good men, wouldn't you want to be considered that you are similar to them?
No. Why would you want to be like your friends? Your friends are who they are, and you are who they are. Why would you? This is something that I get it, right? Having a sense of morality is a good thing, but I don't necessarily think that your friends should be 100% a reflection of you. Now, they shouldn't be far off, right? They shouldn't be far off. But again, there's a bit of a caveat, a nuance to it, okay? Because in my opinion, if you have a high sense of morality, you'll probably have no friends, right? You'll probably have no friends. So sometimes you gotta have a bit of leeway, right? Have a bit of leeway. But don't just like, if you are a devout, no cheating type of person, don't just bend over backwards and have to be friends with a serial cheater.
The only reason you would have been offended is if your friends are not good people. Because I made this in the regards that if a man is friends with men who are cheaters, essayers, misogynists, most likely they are too. If you're
The cheaters and misogynists is kind of stupid, because like I said, the cheater part, it's a little bit of caveat because no one is perfect. Misogynist, I think that's stupid, right? I think very few men, if I think very few men actually hate women. Now, essayers, don't be friends with criminals, right? Have at least that sense of morality as the baseline. Don't be friends with criminals. I don't know anyone that's a criminal, so that's the least you should do. Okay, that I can agree with. Don't be friends with criminals.
not though, and you enable it, that's just as bad. So you shouldn't be offended if I say that you're like your friends, if your friends are good people. This goes for men and women. I'm a firm believer that whatever somebody wants to believe about you, they will find evidence to prove that. So if somebody wants to think that you're a bad person, sometimes they will create a situation in which you should react the way they want you to, just to put you in the box they think that you're in. So a lot of times, people will only do things to you so that they can actually create the image they already have of you inside their head. Which is why always act in character and don't ever stoop down, not to somebody's level, but to somebody's perception of you. You don't ever have to less yourself just so somebody can be correct about you.
I mean, I don't really disagree with her in that part. I always believe that Tysina, I'm my brother. I'm sorry if you always. I've seen a lot of your comments and you're very self-deprecating. My brother, right? Like Tysina, one commenter, right? Always say that he's going to be single forever, or that he all this stuff, right? I've said this before, that I believe that, my brothers, please work on yourself. Work on yourself mentally, physically, financially, and get a passport. Travel the world. There are women all over the world. Don't just stay in your small little bubble, right? Your small little town, your small little city, your small little state, small little country, okay? The world is bigger than you. Travel the world. Work on yourself. Be the best version of yourself, and just travel the world. What did I always want to say? But yeah, in my opinion, right? I always say this. I don't like two-faced people. Okay? What you see is what you'll get. I'm not lying to you who I am. I'm not faking my persona. What you what you see is what you get. Plain and simple. So, I've said this before. I hate two-faced people. Because honestly, it's needless, right? It's needless lying to someone about who you're not, right? Like the men who the supposed men that lie, they're good men. I mean, I understand why they're doing it, right? They want a pump and dump. They're not looking for the future, okay? They're looking for a quick, the players, the bad boys. They're looking for something quick, okay? But I would never understand the men that want for something long term, but lie who they are. You got a woman to be into you for who you're not. You're not this person. She loved you because you're this person, and then you're not that person anymore. How would you think that will happen? Right? I mean, how would you think that will end? You think that now you show her your true colors, she will still love you? Are you stupid? I mean, unless you don't care, which I believe a lot of these types of people don't care. But if you lie with who you are, when that's the person she loved, what do you think is going to happen when you show your partner your true colors? That's the thing where, I just, it's such a, and it's so much effort, right? So much effort to keep the lies going, to sustain these lies. I think it's just, I'm lazy. I'm too lazy for that shit. So yeah, I don't like two-faced people. So just be who you are. But just be the best version of yourself. What do you guys think? All right, let's check out this video.
Don't look at the state of my flat. We need to.
It's fair, but most people don't posture that way, especially when dating. I mean, this is a thing where I've said this before. I mean, I said, like, you know what? Just be. The easiest is just to be who you are. Okay, so that's how I go about it. I mean, just plain and simple. Most of my friends are blue pilled, and I'm not. I don't agree with her. I don't exactly. You don't have to be exactly like your friends. You don't. So let's start. Let's get started with this. This is like a almost 3-minute video, so I'm going to play it and react to it at the same time. So
talk about what is. Don't look at the state of my flat. We need to talk about what is happening with American men. I was just watching the Call Your Daddy podcast with Millie Bobby Brown, and she was talking about how she met her husband, Jake Bon Jovi. And she was basically saying that they were friends for like a really long time. And for the longest amount of time, she had no idea whether this man actually liked her platonically or liked her more than that. Because although they were very good friends, he would never flirt with her. He would never show her any form of romantic interest, to the point where she said to her mum, "Mum, I think you need to sit in on one of our conversations because I need you to assess whether this man is actually flirting with me or not." And so her mum sat in and went to her Mills, "I don't think this man is actually flirting with you in any way, shape or form." And it's only when Millie one day had the courage and was like, "Okay, I just need to let you know that I actually freaking like you. Sorry if this changes our friendship, but I need to tell you that I like you." And he was like, "Oh my God, you're so bold." And that's how they started a relationship, right? Bear in mind, I have noticed this when I go to the States myself. Like when I was in Manhattan earlier this year, I was in the clubs and...
You know, this is the thing where I find women honestly unbearable. I think women love chaos. And you've seen, I've had thousands of videos, right? I think right now I have over 2,000 videos. Women love chaos. Women love chaos. They will tell men don't approach them, but yet want men to approach them. They will tell men, you know what, we are better as friends, but then want these friends to flirt with them, to be into them. Women want chaos. They will hate being married, yet hate being single. They would hate being childless, but hate having a child. Women are chaos personified. Women are chaos personified. This is why I am my theory of boredom to be the most dangerous emotion a woman can have. I've said this countless times before. If a woman is bored, she will fuck up your life. If she's bored, she will divorce you, leave you, cheat on you. Okay? She will mess up your life if she is bored. Please watch out. When you see her bored, leave. Don't even deal with it. Because this woman will then want to bring drama, chaos into your life to spice shit up. Okay? She won't mind cheating on you to spice shit up. She won't mind creating arguments to spice things up. She's talking about a story of a woman, right? Being friends with a man and not knowing if this man is into her or not. And yet, women constantly put men in the friend zone and say that these men that are in the friend zone, you don't have a chance with her. So what is it? So should men in your friend zone pine for you then? Should men in your friend zone keep on pining for you, hoping for the chance to be with you? So is that what it is now? Because a lot of men think, you know what? If I'm in her friend zone, it's too late. She doesn't want me. But this is the problem. She will want you or she doesn't want you. You would never tell. This is the insanity of so many women.
What the hell is going on? Okay, so not only do men not approach women in clubs in New York, but they don't even acknowledge you when you come and sit on the same table as them. Why am I joining your table and you are making eye contact with me and you're cutting your eye at me and looking away?
You call men creeps for approaching you. But now you're mad that they don't approach you. Okay. You call out men. Okay. You call yourself strong, independent. All right. Strong, independent. You don't need no man. You don't need no man. You're mad that men don't acknowledge you. Makes sense. Makes absolute sense. I swear to God. All good, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you see my other streams, right? Hope you check out my other videos. This is the duality that women want, right? They want things however they want it. And that is the insanity. Guys, give me a minute. Yeah. That's the insanity of them. Give me a minute, right? Guys, give me a minute. Sorry, guys. Yeah, let's finish this up.
In that particular case, it was just the acknowledgement of, yeah, you're right, and then keep it stepping. Like, I'm British, we are unfriendly as fuck, and you can't out unfriendly us. You know, if you're gonna do
Jeremiah, have fun. Have fun fishing. Later, my brother.
that's a record-breaking achievement, and the fact that men in New York can do that is unbelievable. I was talking to my American friend about this, and he was saying, yeah, we do actually just have a bit of an American bitch boy problem. Like, there is just like a national bitch boy problem. And this is
the thing where I question that, right? I wouldn't call it like that kind of thing. I think that a lot of men now, they're tired of it, right? The dating scene that, in my opinion, women have created is tiring for a lot of men. So they're not bothering it, right? Women have created a generation of, you're strong, independent, you don't need no man. Men are creepy if they approach. You don't know if these men you like or not, because you find a lot of men unattractive. So a lot of men just don't want to deal with it anymore. Now, if you want to approach, great. But a lot of men are honestly tired of not just the rejection, but the ridicule, the put down, the insults. A lot of men are just tired. And a lot of men don't even know if you're interested. They don't. You could look at them and they still don't know if you're interested, because maybe she's just being nice. I've seen it where women say they're just being nice, that they look at you or they say hi to you. That's not necessarily a way that they were, acknowledging you. So really, I think a lot of men are just, they're checked out when it comes to the dating scene. So
happening in the celeb world as well, not just with the common folk. So What is happening with American men and the pursuit of women? I need to know. Don't look at the state of my flat.
I think it's, I mean, I don't know if it's happening in, in England, but I think it's happening to a lot of men that feminist ideology has touched, right? Any nation, any culture that feminist ideology has touched, I think a lot of men are taking a step back. A lot of men are, they are not dealing with it anymore. Again, this is the repercussions that a lot of women never seem to, they would never think that it would happen. Okay. When you create the narrative, the generations of I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man. Men are creepy, men are violent. I'd rather choose the bear. Don't approach me. And you saw the first video, right? Like, oh, I regret marrying the man I love. I regret having kids. It's like, okay, we're done. We're tired. Okay. Obviously, so many women don't like men. Okay, cool. Well, it is your prerogative. Men are not forcing themselves onto you. So what does that mean? Men are tired of approaching women that honestly are not into them. I mean, we see so many women really have a huge disdain about men. Now, maybe it's not, women in real life, but it bleeds into life. Okay. I get it. Online women are probably different than real life women, right? But the problem is that it bleeds into real life. Okay. This narrative, this ideology, it bleeds into the real life. So I don't know. I to be honest, if you want to fix the dating scene, I think it's in women's hands, because to be honest, men have listened to women. So men have evolved or adapted to what women have been saying for years, for decades. So I don't know. That's yeah, they want free drinks. I mean, that's also the thing where I saw another video, right? I saw another video of women just trying to get this man to buy her a drink. Like, she's saying a whole lot of stuff just to get this man to buy her a drink. And I'm like, she's not really into them. She's using this as a game. And I think a lot of men are just tired of it. Okay. A lot of men is like, what's the point, right? What's the point of buying this woman a drink? She's not going to be into me. What's the point of taking her on a fancy date? She's probably not going to be into me. What's the point of these effort that women constantly tell men to put out? Yet there's no real result from it. Only women are getting some sort of benefit from it. Men aren't. Men do not get benefits, or they don't love taking these women on dates and then just never seeing these women again. Okay. So a lot of men are just really, they're checked out, in my opinion. I think it's going to be in a growing population of men that are checked out. We're seeing this in China. We're seeing this in Japan. We're seeing it in South Korea. A lot of men where I think feminism has really exploded, right? In these countries, a lot of these men are checked out. They're not even bothering, right? We've seen so many Chinese videos of women just going to dating events with zero men there. It's like hundreds of women, zero men there. I think a lot of men are just checking out on dating. Red Door, what is up, my sister? What is up? But yeah, I just think that's it, right? So I don't know. What do you guys think? There's a lot of chairs. Why ask if the one next to me is available? Yeah, I mean, could be. Guys, I'm sorry, right? A lot of things tonight. A lot of things to get ready for and stuff, because I am going on a trip tomorrow. I have to end the live early tonight, okay? Because I still got things to do. But I'm sorry if you guys come in late. It's going to be ending live soon. Sorry, Red Door, for coming. I gotta leave soon. So, but thank you, my sister, for being here, for just checking out, showing support. English, my brother, thank you for stopping by. I know Jeremiah left, but I love you, my brother. I love you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Izumi, thank you, my brother, for even stopping by, right? Laughing Man, Big Bars, you guys are amazing. Steve, Jeremiah, thank you for gifting some subs. You're amazing. Isaiah, I love you, my brother. Guys, I gotta go, right? My bad. I know, things, I gotta end the live quick. It is what it is. I want to drink my beer in peace. I think a lot of men do now, right? A lot of men just want to be left alone right now. It is what it is. That's how it is right now. But guys, like I said in the beginning, right? I'm going on a trip. Thank you, Red Door. Thank you, right? I love you, my sister, right? I love you. But yeah, I'm going on a trip, probably about 2 months. So the live streams would be really weird, right? I don't know. Definitely, I don't know if I'm going to do the time correctly or what kind of stream we'll do. Maybe doing like in the streets, in real life, IRL streams. We'll see, right? We'll see what my data is like over there. Probably not that great, but we'll see. It'll be a little bit different content, maybe a little bit jarring. We'll see, right? But guys, you're amazing. I love you guys, right? I'm gonna miss you guys if I can't do these kind of regular streams or at these times because the time zone difference. So if I don't see you guys, I'll miss you guys, right? You guys, I love you. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a good